What's going on, guys? It's Dan here. Welcome to you probably could have tell, or you probably would have been able to anticipate that I'd be doing a video like this sometime. As it's basically what this basically is are my thoughts on the latest announcement by Nintendo to basically take complete ownership over their, like, every single one of the, like, any sort of video on YouTube that uses their content for that YouTuber's video production. So what does this mean? Okay, you could still post Nintendo related videos, meaning you could still do Let's Plays of, like, Super Mario, Zelda, what have you. Anything that's a direct or Nintendo licensed or Nintendo published title, you could post. That's fine. They're like, yeah, you can give. It's free, whatever. It's free dominion. We want you to make. Still want to use our games towards making your content, but there's a big catch to that. Yes, they want you to keep making the videos on their games. However, if you are a Let's Player, walkthrough, or hell, a reviewer, anything of that nature, you may have income from your career on YouTube or whatever the case would be. If you're an uploader who makes a decent living off of your YouTube work, this could potentially drastically affect you. Some more than others. But basically, what is going on with this? What is exactly happening? Okay, well, Nintendo a couple months back launched a channel for themselves, a partnered channel. A partner channel where basically all rights to all videos Nintendo based would go to them. So basically, I could post a Let's Play of Super Mario. That's wonderful. Except that all the earnings all your hard-earned work, all your hard-earned, like, time and effort put into creating that Let's Play is going to Nintendo. They have the feeling that anything that uses their content should be theirs. Like, I mean, I understand where these companies are coming from. I understand that you're gonna want to get what you created. You want to get your credit for, and you want to get paid for it. That's a complete understanding. But what Nintendo's doing is trying to monopolize this entire Let's Play series. Now, I guess it depends what kind of standpoint you come from. Myself, I'm not so much a Nintendo Let's Player. I'll play Nintendo games. That's why I bought a Nintendo Wii U last year. I wanted to start doing Nintendo games again because I hadn't played Nintendo games since I didn't own a Wii. I never had a Wii. I had a GameCube, but that was it. Well, no, I had more than that. I had like a Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, you know, all the really good consoles from the late 80s, 90s. I had those, and I love playing them. But now it seems Nintendo's kind of lost their touch, and I don't really care much for the new Nintendo games. They seem kind of hashed out, they seem old, they seem the same as what we've been seeing the past decade. So obviously, I don't really care. It doesn't affect me. However, there are channels out there who solely dedicate their YouTube channel to Nintendo-based content and Nintendo-based games. And this is a career ender for them. Because now if they were making money off of YouTube, possibly really good money, all of that money now goes to YouTube. None of it goes to that person. Which I don't agree with in the slightest. I think it's ridiculous. We went over this before with Bill S.978 and SOPA and PIPA, all those, like, the past couple years, whenever they were. There was a big argument over what is fair use with video games. Is it considered fair use to do Let's Plays with commentary, your own personal input, your own actions, reactions, etc.? It's been debated, but not officially taken to court. So basically what this means is it's still unsure if it's okay to post Let's Plays with commentary of video games. A video game itself is way different than, like, a lot of these YouTubers actually are making this argument, and they've made this argument when SOPA and PIPA and S978 were kicking around. They made the same argument. Video games are nothing like music or movies, in the stance that music and movies don't change no matter what happens. Like, I mean, yeah, you could do remixes of a song, let's just say that, but that's different. But with a movie, if you watch a movie with commentary, the movie itself does not change. Say you like talk over a movie and you're just like you're giving your opinions on the movie as it goes. That's a no-no. I understand that, because even though you're giving your commentary, you're using something that wasn't yours. You didn't do anything to create that piece of work. And that's why movies are a gray area, and that's why they're very strict with their copyright about movies, TV shows, that sort of thing. Now, video games are way different on that standpoint. And think of it this way. What would happen if you had nobody playing a video game? What would the game be? Nothing. You wouldn't get past the menu screen. So when these companies come in and say, oh, you've paid me $60, you've recorded your gameplay with your commentary, your reactions, your jokes, your maybe really good gameplay, your really crappy gameplay, depending how good you are at the game, you've contributed that to your video, put your money into purchasing it, maybe the necessary equipment to record, edit, what have you. You put all this money into the equipment that you need to use to create this video, and you've paid the developer and publisher by going out and purchasing the game. You are then picking up the controller, playing the game in the only way you can play. Every single person's gameplay of a particular game is unique. There's no one like the other, especially if you have commentary or reactions or jokes to go with it. It's a different experience for those who watch, and it's a different experience for every gamer that plays, okay? Now, look at it this way. I don't know how many people come up to me and say, Dan, I wasn't going to buy this game. It looked like crap until you started playing it. Now I'm out. I just bought it. I went out and I bought it because your version of the game made it look so fun. I want to try my own methods into completing the game. You don't necessarily have to play the way I do. Maybe I have a certain play style that's a little different. Let's just say quite a bit different from other people. I'm blind sometimes. Even that is a personality trait in my video gaming. If I miss something, maybe you didn't miss it. There's something that you did that I didn't do. Therefore, my control and your control of the game are two different things. Every single person who is playing the game is doing something differently, jumping at a different time, let's just say with a character, attacking at a different time, taking different routes, doing different crap, like just joking around with the game is a form of transformative work, especially if you're putting a commentary on it, live reactions, etc. So when Nintendo's doing this to people, saying, oh, we now own every single YouTube video that has our content in it, it's really a slap in the face to the gamer, because there are a lot of people who, while they may not want to say it, like Nintendo, they don't realize it, but these Let's Players, Let's Playing and walkthroughing, whatever, it's become so huge in the past couple of years. Like, people don't understand that. Like, Let's Playing is all over the damn place. How many people do you see trying to make it big off YouTube with Let's Playing? It's such a rarity to get big anymore because it's the big thing right now. Everyone's like, oh, you can make money off this? I gotta do it. And so everybody's doing it. So therefore, there's a huge market of people who do Let's Plays, watch Let's Plays. Huge market. And there's a lot of people who base their purchases on video games based on these people. So when you block that out, and you prevent these people from making a revenue to continue doing what they need to do to help the companies make money by advertising. And it's funny, because I do think I am advertising these games. While some people may think, oh, you're just spoiling the thing. Not necessarily. I mean, it's my own version. You could play it again with a different experience. And a lot of games now have different endings, different choices along the way. My choices may not reflect your choices. So you may see one version of my game, my recording version, and then you've got yours on the other hand that make it be completely different. You're telling me the same rules apply to video games that movies do, where everyone watches one same thing with the same ending, same experiences. Like, you've been in the theater. How many people, when a joke happens, you all laugh at the same time? Maybe on the other hand, a video game, you can think of something, you see a reaction, maybe a glitch or a bug that won't happen to somebody else. That could be freaking hilarious. That would not happen to another gamer necessarily. So this whole thing, it's really put people up in arms, and it's like I said, Nintendo, number one, is doing horribly. They've been doing terribly the past few years. They hit a golden gem with the Wii when it came out in 07 because it was different, it was new, it was revolutionary. It appealed to the casual gamer. Nowadays, casual gaming, now that people have played the Wii, the casual gamers don't want to play it anymore. They're kind of bored, to be honest, and they don't play the Wii. They don't play any sort of video games anymore. So really all that's left are your hardcore gamers or the ones who like to play games for the game content, not necessarily the gimmicks that come with it. And what you do is you release another console that was said to be a next generation console, when really it's now up to a current generation console, up with the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, and with new Xbox and PS and PlayStations releasing in the near future, the Wii U is going to be a past-dated, old, last generation console. And you just released it last year. Not even like, I don't know, like 7 months ago, 8 months ago? And the console, apparently, from looking at the stats, the worst selling console in history. Like, that's pretty pathetic. And what you do, you already have a losing business. You're losing money by not selling this new console that you put so much time and effort into. You're not releasing games for people to buy. What's the point of buying a Wii U if there's nothing to play on it? What, watching Netflix? Come on, there's so many devices that can support Netflix. I'm pretty sure people aren't going to go out and buy a Wii U specifically for Netflix. That doesn't happen. Like, come on. They don't understand that technology changes and things are becoming more accessible to different people and more accessible to every kind of person, not just the casual gamer, but you got to target all audiences. You can't just think, oh, it worked once, it'll work again. Technology changes every time, right? But at the same time, at the heart of it, your main audience is the hardcore or the core gamer, if you will, which is used to the controller, used to the games, and not the stupid gimmicks with the crappy games. Oh, look, I'm on screen. Wonderful. Let's have a good quality game with a good story, good gameplay that's entertaining to play. Not necessarily having to jump all around, swinging some remote around a bunch of times. I'm sure you could do that with your TV remote, except it's not as interactive. Ooh, big whoop. But you're ending up forking out so much money just to get that technology that you're gonna play for 10 minutes at a time. You know what I mean? So Nintendo, number one, already flopped with the Nintendo Wii U, guaranteed. But they come out with this, and since they don't realize how large this medium is, how many people are actually Let's Players, how many people follow Let's Players and support them, they don't realize they're actually causing people not to buy the games that aren't even out yet. So when you release these games after all this hype, no one's gonna buy it. Not just because you screwed them over, but because you have new consoles coming out with better quality and better features. You don't get it. Nintendo screwed themselves really badly. Now, like I said, this at the moment, this doesn't affect me that much. The reason being is because most of my gaming takes place from my Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3 and PC in certain times. I'll usually only play a Nintendo game when it's an exclusive. There's no exclusives coming out. And the only one I think I know of officially with a date is Rayman Origins or Legends. I think it's Legends. Sorry, it's been a while. Yeah, Rayman Legends. And that doesn't come out until September. So who knows what the hell's going to happen. If it's the same thing, I don't really feel like playing Rayman Legends. Because people now that statement, a lot of people might be like, Dan, that right there just shows you're only interested in money. Because you won't do a game because you're not getting paid off it. You guys got to understand. I'm gonna mention that. I understand your perspective. I know what these people are saying. Why? Oh, find a real job, blah, 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 blah. This is my second job, okay? YouTube's a second job. I have a full-time job, okay? I believe in working hard to get to earn these things. Work hard and you'll get what you deserve. And in my case, I've been blessed so far with the ability to play video games, a passion I've had for many years, and create videos, which has my editing kind of software. I've always had a knack for that. Allows me to do that and merge them together and do basically a dream job. Play video games, make videos for working for myself independently to make great content for people to view. That is an awesome career for me. Now, these games, all this stuff that I use to make videos for you guys is expensive. It costs money, and if you're not getting anything in return for these games or whatever that you're posting, there's no point, because you're losing money. Any business standpoint, you don't want to lose money. You don't want to put something in to lose money. It's one way to put it where, okay, I look at it sometimes as a business expense. The money may be going to Nintendo, but if it hits off and nobody plays this game, maybe I'll be the only one to post it. More people to come watch other gameplays that do make money. You see what I'm saying? But that's not my main goal here. I mean, yes, I would love it, and I can't go back now. Like, before I was doing this as a hobby, but now that it's been a job now, and you're getting revenue every month from YouTube, it changes your life, and you have to use that money to your life and accommodate your living conditions, bills, everything. Staying alive is required by this, and I don't know if you guys know, but everything in terms of price is going up. So people need their YouTube careers. Some of them do. Some of them may not. Like, I would like to keep it because it's such a good source, and I love doing it. It's something I actually love doing because I actually went to college and couldn't figure out what I wanted to really do. I wasn't enjoying the courses I was in. So when I find something I love, I don't want it taken away after I've worked so hard to get here. You know what I'm saying? So when I feel like I'm paying somebody who took something away, what's the point of that? You know what I mean? So does that mean no more Nintendo gameplays? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that right now it's not looking good for Nintendo. They could realize how badly this is going to bite them in the ass, and they can maybe flip it around and be like, oh, I'm sorry, we'll take that back, or whatever. But sometimes let's hope that these game developers and publishers learn the hard way. Now, the problem with this is it could potentially start a domino effect, which would be probably the worst thing to happen in this sense. If YouTube were to were to hand out these copyright-specific channels to all sorts of game developers, or publishers, let's say EA, that's a huge one, and they'd probably take it, to be honest with you. Capcom, ooh, they'd probably definitely take that. Who else would it be? To be honest, I don't really know too many that would be as greasy as they've been, but just companies like that. They have such a wide array of games or series or companies that they actually own through subdivisions. They'd be getting revenue from all of it. YouTube would be the most boring place in the world. They had to add a category for gaming, for God's sake. Nobody realized how big it was until gaming's bigger than anything right now. Like movies and music, it kicks its ass. Video gaming is huge. It's the biggest market right now. And you can doubt me all you want, but it's the truth. It's a massive, massive industry. So when you take things away from people, they're not going to spend money on your things. They're going to be like, I'm going elsewhere, or I'm not even going to bother. And right now, like I said, my Wii U hasn't even been turned on since I played Lego City Undercover. And before that, it hadn't been turned on since New Super Mario Bros. U, which came out on launch of the Wii U. So what, I played 2 games for the console since I've had it, and I got it in, when did it come out? November 2012, that sounds about right. And it's May of 2013. What a waste of $250. Wait, how much was it? $250? I think it was more than that. Might have been $350. Yeah, the one I paid might have been $350. Wasted $350. Like, what the hell, man? So it's very frustrating. And I just don't think Nintendo is thinking this through at all. They're just like going, oh, we want the money. Like, we're not... What I'm thinking is happening, they're not making money off of sales for the console or games. So instead, they're going to try and make up for that by doing this and taking everyone's revenue for themselves, which is out of line. Because the reason you're not making money is because you're not giving people games to play. You're putting out old, outdated technology in a world and a time that is fast, way further ahead than what you're currently stuck in. Got to get out of this mentality that you guys aren't top shit anymore. You were in the 80s and 90s, not anymore. Nintendo is the bottom of the list, and it's sad to see that because Nintendo was my childhood, like part of my childhood. It was a huge part of my childhood because I loved playing Nintendo. That was it. Like there was no, oh, I want to play Xbox. I want to play Nintendo. That was it. There was no such thing as video games. It was like, let's play Nintendo. That's what it was for us in the 90s. So I'm just giving you my thoughts. What I understand, there are certain things that come with the turf. Like YouTube is such a Rockies thing that's why I have my full-time job on top of this, at that financial stability. If this were to get taken away. Now people asked me today, I was looking at some comments, like, Dan, if this happened, would you stop Nintendo games? Which I'm not sure yet. We'll see how things go. At the moment, there's nothing coming out, so there's no point in answering that question yet. Because there's no damn games coming out to play anyway, so there'd be nothing to do. But if these companies were to follow suit, and basically any game you play, the revenue would be taken away from you, and it would go to them, they basically asked, Dan, would you do more vlogs? Would you kind of change your channel format? The answer is possibly. If it may come to that, it may come to that, because I do love making videos. But the thing is, gameplay is more fun for me than just figuring out what to vlog about. The only times I really make a major vlog is when I go attend something. I'm like, not going to be one of those people who vlogs about me eating crackers. You know what I mean? I'm not going to vlog about me taking a dump. Because people do that, believe it or not. I'd rather show you something interesting. Like, look, Sobe. I like to drink Sobe. That's been my vlog. That's it. Done. End recording. Anybody could go do that themselves. Like, come on, I try to make things original and entertaining. That's why video games are such a helpful tool. Because I know how to use video games, and they give me my improv, I guess. Some people may not think I'm funny, but others do. So whatever content I can create from video games, it comes based on whatever content you're given. Not the fact that I have a coaster, or the fact that I have a thumb drive. Like, let's vlog about this thumb drive. Or, let's vlog about this mouse. Or, I don't know. Stupid things like that. I don't want it to come to that. I would maybe do more vlogs, but I'd still want to keep to my gaming roots. That's something I've got an interest in. So we'll see right now. For now, it's just Nintendo. It doesn't affect me that much. A few of my Nintendo uploads are now going to... So if people are watching my Nintendo gameplays now, they are indeed going to Nintendo themselves. Like Lego City Undercover, that was a popular series. Maybe New Super Mario Bros. U. But that's it, really. That's it. So that's a big whoop. But Nintendo might actually see some big backlash. People are wanting to boycott Nintendo. People are trying to do all sorts of things. But we'll see. We've been kind of in a dark age of gaming in the past few years with these companies just greedy as hell. It's been really, really, really brutal with what these companies have been doing. And it makes me sick too. But in the current standpoint, the way things are with Nintendo, I'm just going to keep my ear to the ground, see what's going on with it, maybe stay in the current events. Hopefully it doesn't escalate. Hopefully no one else jumps on the bandwagon. Because if we cut out Nintendo, I'd rather cut out Nintendo than EA. Definitely. Because how many games have I played from EA? But if that were the case, EA would probably be burnt to the ground. Because there'd be so many angry people. Hell, like, they were voted worst company of 2012. They were actually taken to, what is it called? They were actually taken to the Better Business Bureau multiple times by people and customers. Believable from what they've done. Capcom is no saint either. So, anyways, I'm going to get off this topic. Those are my thoughts about the new Nintendo taking your creative works, which you made yourself, added your commentary, worked your ass off for, and they say, oh no, buying the game is not enough. We want your work too. Because it is our content. We made it. You didn't make the video. You didn't make this action that I made. You gave me the tools. That's different. That's my perspective. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this issue. I apologize if this video went too long for you. There's a lot to be said. Like, things like this, there's a lot to be said about it. So, hit me up in the comments what you think about the issue. Do you hate Nintendo? Do you think Nintendo's just trying to make an honest living because you feel like they are being cheated out of their money? Do you agree with me at all? What's your take on Nintendo taking everyone's footage for their own? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like, favorite on the video, and don't forget to share it with your friends. And yeah, hopefully we can get more content up there. Hopefully I can do this for a while, because that's what I keep saying. Hopefully I can keep doing this, because companies like this or these bills or whatever that keep coming to light that could end up putting Let's Players and video game creators on YouTube completely out of work. So thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, let me know. I want to hear it. I want to get a discussion going. And don't forget to like the video. Get this spreaded. Spread the word. Get people to know what is going on with Nintendo. Maybe the people can actually fight back, in a matter of speaking. We'll see how it goes. But until then, well, I'm Dan, obviously. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. We'll see you next time. Stay tuned for more gameplay coming up. We're not dead yet, I promise you. So thanks, guys. Have a good one. And we'll see you then.